It seems that crime is up all around the Permian Basin, but is that really true? For Midland, it is. Violent crime rose by about 4% from 2013 to 2014.
But what is the cause and how does the city plan to tackle it? CBS 7's Lauren Landman reports on our top story tonight.
Jay Tatum, that's right. Tonight we're just looking at serious crimes like murders, rapes, and aggravated assaults. And it's true, all of those crimes are up in the city of Midland. They're concerning statistics, but something the city says they have a plan for.
We have seen that as our population increases, we see a little bit of uptick in crime.
So you can't even leave your car unlocked these days without somebody trying to break into it.
Thoughts like this seem to be on the mind of many residents living in the tall city.
Well, I just don't go out by myself during late hours at night.
Some of these concerns actually have some merit and are backed up by the numbers. Over the past 2 years, violent crime rose by almost 4%, murder leaping by 40%, rape by 64%, and auto theft by 18%.
So increases and decreases can be a little, don't always tell the whole story, because right here we saw an increase of 2.
What Public Information Officer Sara Bustilloz is pointing out is that the numbers might be a little scarier than they really are. For example, the amount of murders only increased by 2 last year. A small number, but a big percentage. Nonetheless, it's still an increase.
They came babbling.
An increase that is noticeable to the public. Even when we were out gathering the story, we found ourselves in the middle of a crime scene.
Came and asked us if he could give us something. And when he came back in, he had this first. So when he came back, went to his truck, came back in, he had this.
The man had just left the scene when we showed up. Thankfully, he didn't use the large knife, but the threat was enough to scare the public and summon multiple cops. A threat residents are seeing more, and threats police and city are trying to tackle.
It's kind of scary, though. It kind of scared me.
Sara says the city is trying multiple different programs to create a strong relationship between police and residents. She also says you can see what kind of crime is happening in your neighborhood and what you should be aware of by visiting crimemapping.com. In the studio, I'm Lauren Landman, CBS 7 News.
Lauren, thanks. We also looked at the city of Odessa's crime statistics. Their overall violent crime rate is actually trending down for the past 2 years by about 3%. Assaults have dropped by almost 4%, larceny by almost 5%, and burglary by 4%. However, the number of murders and rape cases did increase.